The newest James Bond movie, Bond 24, was announced at a special event held Thursday at Pinewood Studios in London, and it is called Spectre. Those of you who are part of the Zenny 62 generation, at least the older wing led by me, for example, remember Spectre being mentioned in many Bond films and being the focus of Bond movies, starting with Thunderball and most notably From Russia with Love. Spectre, special executive for counterintelligence, terrorism, revenge, and extortion. A secret organization ran by Ernesto Silva Blofeld, a German genius bent on world domination. Spectre's plan was to, during the Cold War, pit one superpower against the other. And so you can bet, given the recent struggles we've had with Russia, that Bond's writers are going to have a field day, or had a field day, penning this script, because I say that because they start shooting on Monday. The cast for Spectre is led by its director, Sam Mendes, and is a mix of the familiar and the new. The familiar: Ralph Fiennes, Ben Whishaw, Naomi Harris, Roy Kinnear. The new: Christoph Waltz, Léa Seydoux, Monica Bellucci, Dave Bautista from Guardians of the Galaxy, and Andrew Scott. All of them working with the great Bond Daniel Craig. But there's also new crew members to help the new cast members. For example, writers John Logan and Neil Purvis return with Robert Wade, production designer Dennis Glanzer, composer Thomas Newman, unit director Alexander Witt, effects supervisor Chris Gabald, and as well as Steve Begg, costume designer Janny Tamine, who's done an awesome job in these movies. It really has. Stunt coordinator Gary Powell. And then new members, director of photography Hoyt Van Hoytema and editor Lee Smith. But the great new addition is the car, the Aston Martin DB10, that was designed not just by Aston Martin, but also by the makers of Spectre, including Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson, the executive producers of the Bond films. This is going to be an epic movie, and the fact that Spectre is at the focus implies great sets, great locations, obviously, as was announced at the event, and a very, very expensive movie. There's just one question: will Adele return? Stay tuned for more information at zenny62.com. Just click on Entertainment for more as it happens regarding Spectre, the 24th Bond film.